So, Dagannoth Kings. Let's see their stats and why you would want to kill them. Dagannoth Rex. Attacks with melee and is weak to magic. Has a max hit of 26. Drops Berserker Ring and Warrior Ring. Dagannoth Supreme. Attacks with ranged and is weak to melee. Max hit of 30. Drops Archer's Ring and Circle. Dagannoth Prime. Attacks with magic and is weak to range. Has the highest max hit of 50. Drops Seer's Ring and Mud Battle Staff. All Dagannoth Kings have 255 health, the pet variants which drop at a rate of 1 in 5,000 and can be killed for Dagannoth Slayer task. They also drop the Dragon Axe. A notable enemy that will be in the outer edges of a King's Arena is the Spinolip. These guys attack with both range and magic with a max hit of 10. The range attack can poison the player, while the magic attack can drain 1 prayer point if it hits. This magic attack rolls against ranged defense, so wearing melee armor, which normally has high range defense, is beneficial. Another notable drop is Dagannoth Bones. If you have completed Elite Fremenic Diary, they will be dropped in noted form, and will add up to 50% more profit. At the making of this video, they are currently 11,500 GP each. Side note, Bones to Peach's spell does not work on these bones. Now for the stats. I strongly recommend you to be high 80s, maybe even 90s in all your combat stats, if you're planning to solo the Kings. If you're lower level than that, or have terrible gear, consider bringing a friend or a clanmate. Gear and inventory. The goal is to bring decent damage in all 3 styles, with enough supplies to last us as long as we can. Since we will be using 3 combat styles, there are a lot of gear combinations that can be used, so I will share what my setup is and list some upgrades and downgrades as we go. Head slot, Slayer helmet if on task, otherwise your best melee helmet. Serp helm is great for its poison immunity. Cape slot, Infernal Cape, Fire Cape, plus your ammunition saving backpack or quiver. For the next slot, bring best damage amulet available for each combat style. Personally, I bring Amulet of Blood Fury for melee because that makes Supreme a walking medkit. For your ammunition slot, obviously bring the ammo that you need for your weapon, otherwise bring a blessing. Weapons. For melee, I bring Grazi Rapier since it's much cheaper than Inquisitor Mace or Blade of Saeldor, which would perform the same. An upgrade would be the Scythe, downgrade would be Fang or Abyssal Tentacle, further down would be a regular whip. For Mage, I bring Sang Staff for its healing potential, upgrade to this would be the Eye of Ayak, downgrade a Trident of the Swamp into a Trident of the Seas. Shadow is not worth bringing since it needs a lot of mage gear to overtake the Ayak. Range, I bring T-Bow, downgrade would be Bofa with full crystal, which just beats out the blowpipe. Further down, Hunter's Sunlight Crossbow or Eclipse Atlatl. If you're bringing the Atlatl, replace your range gear with extra pieces of melee strength gear. For body, I wear Banor's chestplate. This can be upgraded to Torva or its side grades, depending on your weapons, or downgraded to Eclipse Moon chestplate. For mage, I use Virtus body. Ancestral is slightly better, can be downgraded to Aram's or Blue Moon. Ranged, I use Mazori body fortified, can be downgraded to regular Mazori, or Crystal if using Bofa, and finally any blessed body. For the shield slot, I use Spectral Spirit Shield since it can block 50% of the aforementioned Spinolip's Prayer Drain attack. This is very niche and should only be used if already owned. Defenders are perfectly fine for this, into a Dragonfire Shield, into Crystal Shield. For the leg slot, I do not bring melee, I do bring Mazori Chaps fortified for range and Virtus Robe bottom for mage. The upgrades and downgrades are same as the chest slot. For hand slot, Barrow's gloves are perfect since they are hybrid. If you own Confliction gauntlets, you can take those and replace mage top or bottom. Tormented bracelet can also be considered. Zarit vambraces and ferocious gloves are not really worth the inventory slots. For the feet slot, I use Primordial boots. Upgrade would be Avernic Treads Max. Downgrade would be Echo or Guardian boots into Dragon boots. Honorable mention, Devout boots for the +5 prayer bonus. For the ring, Lightbearer is the best, followed by the Ring of the Gods Imbued for the prayer bonus, into Brimstone Ring and the rest. For special attack weapons, there are 2 S tier picks, Saradomin Godsword and Eldritch Nightmare Staff. SGS restores health and some prayer. Staff restores half damage dealt as prayer points. If you are not healing with any other items, take SGS, otherwise take the staff if you have one. If you don't have either, take your best damaging spec. Ancient Mace is an honorable mention if you're early game trying to get Berserker Ring from Rex. Speaking of early game, if you're a low level Iron Man going for that early Berserker Ring, here's a couple of inventory setups for you. One is really early with Iban's staff. The second is a bit later into the game. Finally, the inventory. Firstly, there are two optional agility shortcuts requiring 85 and 81 agility, and both are boostable. If you cannot use the level 85 shortcut, you will need to additionally bring a pet rock and a rune thrown axe. Level 81 shortcut makes the run to the kings shorter. If you're going with a friend, there is no need for a pet rock. You can get more pet rocks from Ashaladen, who is located in Relica. Grab more than one and store them in your bank in case you die and need to get back. So in my inventory is all the gear I mentioned before. Spec weapon is Saradomin Godsword. I have one panic food, bring more if you're lower level or if it's your first time going there. Can replace it with a brew if you bring in super restores. The kings will occasionally drop food. Next I have 9 Sandview serums, which are a super restore with an additional 6-minute anti-poison. If you don't want to use these since they are quite expensive, bring restores or prayer potions with anti-venom or a super anti-poison. No need to bring anti-poison if you have Serp Helm. I also have 2 prayer regeneration potions, can be replaced with pray or restore pots. 2 super combats and 2 bastion potions. The bastion potions can be replaced with ranging potions as well. I have a saturated heart. If you don't have this, you can replace it with another pray or restore. I have a rune pouch with alch runes in it. You can bring explorer's ring instead if you have one. The kings don't drop too many alches, but it's still nice to have. I also pre-angler and drink a stamina potion before teleporting. House taps to teleport to Waterbirth Island from my house, and teleport out at the end of a trip. If you don't have Waterbirth Island teleport in your house or don't want to build one, use Waterbirth Island teleport tablet to get straight there. Otherwise, Reminic Sea Boots or Relica house tabs to teleport. Once in Relica, talk to Javud, who is on the most western pier, to sail there. It will cost 1 KGP if Reminic Trials quest is not complete. Ignore my gear, just re-recording. Once you're on the island, if you have 85 agility, go south and climb these rocks. Go into the cave entrance, skipping pet rock and rune thrown axe. If you don't have 85 agility, follow me. Run southwest. You should see a cave entrance, enter it. When you enter, pray melee and run northeast until you hit a gate. There will be 2 pressure plates on the ground next to the gate. If you're with a friend, each of you should stand on one. If not, drop your pet rock onto one and stand on the remaining one. Click the gate to open it. Grab or leave your pet rock, make sure you have some at the bank if you're leaving it. Continue running east until you hit barricades near some ladders. Equip your rune thrown axe and special attack the middle most western barricade. The axe will do some bouncing, giving you entry. Pray mage and climb down the ladder. Run east and climb down the ladder and pray range. Run east once more and climb up the ladder. Run east. If you have 81 agility, you can climb through the crevice in the east, skipping a lot of the running. If you don't, pray range and climb down the ladder to the south. Run west and pray mage before climbing down the ladder. Run west and climb the south ladder. Climb down the ladder to the south. Keep running south and climb up the ladder. Run east and climb the ladder, switching to range pray. Continue running east and climb the ladder to the north. Run north and climb down the ladder. Run north past the shortcut and then east down the ladder. We're in the final layer before the kings. Go all the way south and protect your weakest defense. This ladder will take us to the kings. For now, run past and step over the root. From here you can click on the crack to see if there is anyone in the king's chamber. There are 2 chambers, normal one and one for slayer task only. You can enter the slayer one by right clicking the ladder. One little tip before we start, if you go down and up the ladder fast enough, you can check the positions of the kings without taking any damage. Once you're ready, put on your melee gear, pot up, pray against magic, put your offensive prayer on, and go in. If you don't instantly get attacked by 2 kings, stay in and try killing Supreme. So here, as I went in, I ran little south and realized that Prime is far away and I am only getting attacked by Supreme, so I switch my prayers to range and attack him. As I'm attacking Supreme, I realize that Prime has spotted me and attacked. Prime is by far the most dangerous out of the kings, and the first thing you must do is put that protect from mage on. I have also realized that they are not attacking on the same game tick, which means we can safely kill both as long as we get our protection prayers right. To help you understand, the way that most monsters deal damage in this game, with some exceptions, is when you see them start their attack animation, the damage has already been calculated, so you must be correctly praying as their attack animation starts and not when the projectile hits you. After killing Supreme, we switch over to our range gear and attack Prime. At this point, I realize that Rex is nowhere to be seen, so I check the Rex safe spot. And of course, there is a dude killing him. So I run out and go into the Slayer room instead. Same as last time, upon entering the room I realize that Prime is far away, so I switch to protect range and attack Supreme. As you can see, Rex got pretty close, and I'm pretty sure if he would have walked one tile closer, he would have aggroed. In this situation, if he aggroes, you have 3 options. Run out and restart again. If they are off tick and you feel confident, you can prayer flick them like I did with Prime and Supreme, or you can tank Rex if you're high enough level since he doesn't really hit that often. And if all 3 of them attack you, just run out, it's not worth risking dying. Same as last time, Prime has spotted us and attacked, but this time they are attacking on the same game tick. I probably could have tanked Supreme here, but I chose the easier option and I just ran out of the room, waited a few seconds and went back in. I re-enter the room, attack Supreme once again. Prime does aggro, but this time they are off-ticked, which means we can clean up. I do miss one prayer against Prime, but that's not an issue since I don't mess up again. After killing Supreme, I go in to kill Prime, but oh no, what is this? Rex has aggroed, what will we ever do? Instead of running out or flicking between them, we're going to abuse the fact that Rex attacks with melee only. Some of you might have noticed the 2 green marked tiles on the left. That is exactly where we will run. With our mage prayer still up, we will switch to our mage gear and kill Rex first. After killing Rex, we will kill Prime, and that means the cycle will start. Each Dagannoth king takes 90 seconds to respawn, which means we have around 45 seconds to kill each Dagannoth king. Now that we cleaned up all 3 kings, you wait for them to respawn in the order you killed them, and fight them as they spawn. Don't forget to use your special attack weapon. You can save prayer by safe spotting Rex, also flicking your offensive prayers if you wish. There is one more thing I want to mention. If you are too slow at killing them, a king might respawn while you're killing another. Just flick between them or use other options from before. Same goes for killing a king too fast. He will respawn sooner on the next cycle. You will start getting used to this and can deliberately wait to kill a king if you don't want to deal with 2 at the same time later. If you want to only kill Rex, you need to enter the room and not aggro Prime or Supreme. If you succeed, run south and keep hugging the wall until you reach the eastern side of the arena. Once you're there, you can mark the 2 tiles I'm marking right now. You hit Rex with your staff, then lure him all the way to the east of the arena. Then go to the marked tiles south, and he will end up stuck and become free loot. As long as you keep using the south tiles, the other 2 kings shall never aggro onto you. If you want to see the timers and respawn location on the floor, and are using Runelite, hold shift and right click each king and select tag all option, and the timers will start showing up. For me it says untag because obviously they are already tagged. There are more options in the plugin itself, which is called NPC indicators. If you want to mark the tiles, shift right click the tile in question and mark the tile. If you want to add text or change color, shift right click a marked tile and you will have the options available. There are also more options in the actual plugin, which is named ground markers. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Hope this guide helped. I also want to thank anyone who edits the OSRS wiki, because some of the strats and images used are taken directly from there. I did not intend for this guide to be so long, but I think I've covered a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next guide. Bye!